Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk's heavyweight boxing match was postponed for May 18 at the Kingdom Stadium in Riyadh, and the Gypsy King is still full of confidence that he can defeat the Ukrainian. In a recent interview with The Stomping Ground, Tyson Fury said that he was feeling well after the sparring mishap and that the Gypsy King was happy he was in excellent health since he had already tented for 3 months prior to the Usyk bout being called off. Fury said that it has been 4 weeks and a few days since the injury occurred, so I've recovered and am ready to return to camping next week. If worse comes to worse, I've seen that this won't be the first or last time a fight is cancelled due to an injury. At first, I was a little confused because it didn't seem like it would happen and we didn't have a date, but as soon as we did, 2 days later, everything went well. Agran Smee, Fury's Croatian sparring partner, is to blame for this injury. Agran recently detailed the incident and told how the injury occurred. Nothing special happened, we had a good sparring session all day before that, it's just he put some fire with some bad talking and some dirty moves when my head was down, he did some dirty tricks and that made the fire, the heat going on, and then I gave 100% of me and the injury happened. Unfortunately, he said some things, but it's not so much what he said. He put my head down, even if I put his head many times down, because I have good wrestling skills. He put my head down one time, and he was doing like bad things with my head, if you know what I mean. There has been some controversy as to whether the blow which cut Fury was actually an elbow. However, Smitty is sure this is not the case. He stated, I am 100% sure it was my first. There's a difference between an elbow and gloves. With a fist you would feel the elbow, it's like a hammer. Maybe it slipped because he was pulling my head forwards, maybe it slipped to the elbow, but it wasn't on purpose. However, George Groves is unsure about the cut and thinks it might have been done intentionally to delay the Fury-Usyk fight.
So I don't care, but if people said to me that it's impossible that he cut himself, I say, well, hold on, it's not impossible for him to cut himself. Of course it's possible. Is it logical? It depends. You have to look, But would I state with conviction that it was genuine or not? Of course not. I don't know. I wasn't there. But it's like it's a fun thing for boxing fans to be up for debate. But for people, just for fans maybe, or the general public, I think that's barbaric and bizarre, and they couldn't compute you like injuring yourself to get out of a fight because they just literally can't cope with the blood. It's actually, that's the easiest, the most simplest way to push back a fight is to cut yourself.
Tyson Fury's father, John Fury, is not happy with these accusations and is telling the haters to shut up and quit making stuff up. He recently became enraged and encouraged supporters to wait for the fight to come.
He was in for it, Usyk. And all those people who's riding Usyk's pecker thinking he's going to do the job, well, let me tell you that he can't do the job. He can't. Because Tyson was tunnel vision on all these haters, because he's an hate campaign going at the minute with the Furies. Well, do we give a toss? No, we don't. Accidents happen. The man said what happened, sparring partner. Why don't you just let the men get on with it on the 18th of May instead of talking all crap? Is that going to, talking rubbish and all his accusations and shit talk, is that going to change anything? It's not changing, no. So shut it, keep it buttoned, and let them fight on the 18th of May, and then it'll be decided. Until then, shut your mouth up. Talking crap, cut his own eye. Gee, there's nothing out of my nutsack could do anything like that. Nothing. You could saw the leg off on the skull.
Discussing the cut, Tyson exudes confidence, saying that in terms of his preparation for the fight, it won't matter if the cut opens up during the bout.
Okay.
Yeah, a cut takes about 8 weeks to heal up, so I had 15 weeks from cut to fight day, so yeah, plenty of time. I'm not worried about the cut. If the cut opens in the fight, fuck it. So what? I've had plenty of cuts before.
Gypsy King contends that he can prepare for a fight in as little as 4 to 5 weeks. Fury said, I don't train this far out. Come on, who do you think you're talking to? I'm a professional athlete. Please give these bouts 4 or 5 weeks notice. I would prepare for 12 weeks for Wilder and for 5 weeks for everyone else. How much training is necessary for a man? After 3 or 4 weeks of sparring and 1 week off, Anthony Joshua's trainer Ben Davidson thinks Tyson has to put in a lot of effort and accuracy to maintain his size advantage against Usyk. When asked about his prediction for his fight against Usyk, Fury, Ben said, Yeah, it's crazy. An unbelievable fight between two fighters who are so different yet so similar. I'm intrigued even when it comes to fight week regarding what both fighters have to say and whether that'll show us anything about how each fighter might approach the fight. Tyson's size is a factor, but if he approaches the fight the wrong way, it might be difficult for him to capitalize on his size. I believe the misconception about Usyk is that he's some back-foot fighter who runs around the ring when he's actually very aggressive. Fury said that Usyk has only fought 5 times at heavyweight. To be honest, I haven't been all that impressed. I don't think he can defeat the Gypsy King, but good luck to him if he can. If he can, I'll shake his hand, but I'll finish him in 7 rounds. Vitaly Klitschko thinks it won't be simple. He said everyone is anticipating a thrilling, dramatic battle, but no one in the world can predict the outcome since, in the heavyweight class, each punch determines the outcome. Therefore, predicting the winner would be the worst error. Yes, of course, I will be keeping my fingers crossed for Usyk. I hope he wins this fight and returns the WBC title to Ukraine, but we will see. Liam Davies predicts that we will prevail in the end, even if he wants Fury to win the bout.
I hope Fury. You always want the Brits to win, don't you? You got to back your own, but I think it's a tougher task than people are making out. I think there's certain people in this world that are phenomenal at what they do, and I look at Usyk as one of them people. So
Call it.
I want Fury to win, but if I had to pick, I'd pick Usyk.
Francis, Tyson's last opponent, and Ganu anticipate that Tyson will win so they can rematch. Speaking for myself, Francis said, "If I'm being objective, I'll say Tyson Fury. I'm not counting Usyk out. I know he can win this fight and possibly even win it. But I still go for Tyson and I still want him to win so that I can see him for that rematch." Otto Wallen thought Fury would most likely win in the clash, but he also thought it would be a fantastic and challenging battle.
Interesting, and I gotta say, I have even more respect for Usyk now after I've been here with Joshua, after seeing what he did with Joshua and beat him twice. And I mean, I think it's gonna be a really good fight. I always said that Fury is probably gonna win, and I think I still feel that way. But I think he's gonna be a really good fight, and it's gonna be interesting.
In response to a question about a potential rematch clause at the Stomping Ground, Fury said, "Listen, I only take one fight at a time. I could get brain damage and die in the first Usyk fight, so you can't look past any fights. I might get run over by a train by then, who knows, but one fight at a time. You see how you feel afterwards. If you feel fit and ready, healthy, and injury-free, then you go again. If not, call it quits." However, Anthony Joshua thinks that Fury versus Usyk might not even occur. What do you think about Tyson Fury making audacious claims for his fight against Oleksandr Usyk? Please let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos currently playing. Joshua said, "I'm not too worried about Fury and Usyk. Who knows if they'll even get in the ring."